question.
Leavenworth High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Private David Vodrick. He remains standing for our national anthem. And now let's meet the visitors for tonight. The Piper Lady Pirates under the direction of Mr. Shane Stout. Starting tonight at number 1 is Juliana Benedetto. At number 20 is Faith McCallum. Starting at number 24, Granita Hollenshed. At number 35, Angela Walker. And number 54, Riley Gerber.
She transferred.
Starting tonight at number 11 of Vodka 6 Junior,
Good evening, Leavenworth. Tonight, this presentation of the UKC on PTV features the Leavenworth Lady Pioneers taking on the Piper Pirates. Tonight, I'm David Kemp alongside Monique Spencer, and we have a special matchup coming your way. We are moments away from tip here in Leavenworth High School. And Monique, happy you could join me for this broadcast.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited for this game. Um, I know last year we just had a transfer who's playing at Piper right now, Angela Walker, so I think this is going to be a really good game.
And the tip. Piper gets the ball here.
Foul on Maya Hewitt.
Foul is on the shot against number 24, Missing Allen. Her first. Going to the line is number 20, Faith McCall.
Emerson.
Some early foul trouble for the Pioneers. That was a key theme of their game on Wednesday against Atchison. However, a lot of that tended to go the other way. Fouls were the difference.
And Faith McCallum makes the shot.
McCallum getting ready for a second.
She makes the second one as well. Let's see if LV can put some points on the board here.
It's interesting to watch how this plays out, Monique. Rarely do you see a team play a full court press this early in the game. And Piper right back down the court.
Oh, and there goes Maya Hewitt again.
As you might be able to tell from the broadcast, this place is rocking. Lots of energy, especially for a team that's coming off one of its best starts since their state title run in the mid-2010s.
And Maya Hewitt with another rebound there.
But after a stunning 3-0 start, the Pioneers look to capitalize on some of that momentum here. Ball goes back to Piper possession. Angela Walker given the privilege of inbounding. McCallum to the outside. Benedetto looking for an opening. Going up for the lay, and it falls in.
I just know that had to feel good against her old team, against her old coach. Let's just see if she can make these two shots right here.
Drawing the and one as well.
And she makes the shot. Oh, and a turnover by Leavenworth. Travel on Angela Walker. Inbounded to Nala Walker. Another two from McCallum.
A big issue to the boys on Wednesday night. The girls didn't have to deal with this because they got off to a commanding lead against Atchison. But it was this. They fell behind in a similar hole, and they never came back from it. Leavenworth needs to be careful not to fall behind too early, as this one goes in and out.
And Emerson with the rebound.
Walker for three.
And it looks like they're subbing in Amira Graham for Echo Garrison here.
Monique, this isn't a great situation to be in this early. Not even 3 minutes in the game, and you've already dug a 6-point hole. How do you expect Leavenworth to get out of this?
Honestly, I think if they take the time to run the play and really try and get open, because to me it's seeming like that's the real issue here with turnovers. That's what's leading them to get to the turnovers, is not getting open. And then getting back on defense, honestly, it's looking like mainly it's a 2v1 when you get down there, and that's almost always going to lead to a 2-point shot there. So hopefully Leavenworth can come back and get out of the 6-point hole.
Staying composed is definitely going to be necessary for this team that definitely has the talent to win this game. It's all about execution at this point.
And another turnover.
Piper extends it to an 8-point lead. And again, this full court press has brought lots of pressure to the Pioneers. Layla Brown is having a hard time just getting back across half court. Draws the foul, and that'll be the first foul of the game on the Piper Pirates. This is going to be huge. I feel like this game, what it is shaping up, looks like we played in the trenches. Whoever can survive the foul game, execute their free throws, might come out on top here. No free throw here. Instead, it's a pass and play. Hewitt giving it a chance to inbound.
Foul is on the floor. It's Molly Shannon for first.
You were looking for an opportunity there. Lots of pressure, possession goes back to the Pirates.
Carson just blows by Layla Brown on that one, and it gets the foul as well.
Basket is good. The foul is against Layla Brown, her first.
Another free throw from McCallop. And that right there is exactly where you don't want to be in a press like this. But Leavenworth somehow recovers. And another steal from McCallop. Let's see. Oh, and missed the layup. Foul on the Pirates. It's number 1.
The Chicago's gets the one. Juliana Benedetto, her second.
Number 3.
3:36 left in the quarter.
And subbing in for Benedetto is going to be number 2 and McPherson. Maya Huey on the floor. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession to Leavenworth. Any Pioneer substitution is Emerson Allen. She replaces Zanella Walker.
Only starters left on the court are Hewitt and Brown, 2 of the top performers from Wednesday's game. And I can see why. They really need to get something going here. Some substitutions, bring some fresh legs in. Definitely seems like a smart strategy here.
for the Lady Pirates, number 35, Walker. Her first. Team foul number 4. Leavenworth fouls. It's number 13, Tanya Heal, her second. Team foul number 4.
Let's see if Leavenworth can come back out and fix it.
Checking in for the Lady Pioneers, number 5, Peyton McIntyre.
Izzy Teasley checking in for the Lady Pirates. Replacing Angela Walker.
Foul on the Pioneers here.
Just a quick score update. Right now, Piper currently leads 14-3 with 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Leavenworth, this is not the situation they've been in very much this season. Opened up on this court with a 68-4 win over Turner. Then on Wednesday against Atchison, as this one is drained, 15-3 now Piper. Then on Wednesday, they only trailed once during the whole game. They were down, I believe, 4-2, and once they took that lead back, they never looked back. Free throw rattles in and out.
Foul goes to 24. Holland Shan, her second. To the line is McKenna McIntyre. 2 shots.
McIntyre to the line.
I believe that is McKenna McIntyre.
15-5 now the score, 2:20 remaining in the quarter. And Piper playing very aggressive here.
Her sister, Peyton McIntyre, is playing some good defense there. And it's travel on the Pirates.
This place is going crazy. Every foul call that goes against Piper, you can just hear rounds and rounds of cheers from the Pioneer faithful. It is always fun to go to a Friday night game like this, where there's so much passion in both of these fan bases, really.
And a charge. Even though the Lady Pioneers are down 10 right now, they still have the energy that they need to keep going for the rest of this game.
And I believe that a key factor for this is how the crowd interacts. This is a team that really feeds off its fans. We saw it all during football season, a lot of those tough stretches that led to the Pioneers getting a historic 9-2 record. As that one is bricked off and possession goes back to Leavenworth. But these fans show out every week.
It's thrown out of bounds by Layla Brown there.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier, I really feel like composure needs to be a priority for the Pioneers. Piper is playing with a very aggressive full court press, something, again, you don't normally see this early in the game.
And another 2 for Faith McCallum.
Leavenworth really appears to just be getting exhausted. Lots of silly mistakes that they know they shouldn't be making.
Like that right there. And it is just not looking good right now for Leavenworth.
Looking for a chance to regroup. The Pioneers call a timeout with good reason here. Down 17-5, 1:15 to go in the first quarter. 5 fouls apiece, so each team has their bonus in effect. And Monique, what do you think needs to change?
Honestly, I think the Pioneers need to start playing together. Like that last position there, it's looking like they're not playing together, especially on fast breaks. Layla Brown going straight to the basket by herself when everyone is standing in the paint waiting for her is probably just not a good idea in this situation, especially when they're down. I think they just need to honestly start playing together.
Lots of jump balls that tend to be like 3 Pioneers going up to the rim when there's only 1 Piper defender. And what tends to happen is they're beating themselves right now. Right. 17-5, having a hard time staying composed, running plays. And the moment any pressure gets put on by the Pirates, it feels like it's just panic. They need to keep their composure here. 1:15 left to play. Certainly isn't a lost cause. Pioneers back in control here, looking to make something happen with about a minute left in the period. Honestly, Kansas City Piper, their aggression, while it has played to their advantage on the scoreboard, this foul game could catch up to them later if the Pioneers can capitalize on it. First throw is in. That makes it a 17-6 game.
The Pioneers could really capitalize off these fouls if they just pick it up in the second quarter. They start playing more aggressive and use that to their advantage.
They're going to need more than that, though, as this one breaks off. As currently, over half of their points have come off of fouls. Piper's been very aggressive, and Leavenworth hasn't gotten much done outside of the foul game.
And Faith McCallum for 3.
My goodness, that one is straight down the drain. Brown working it back to the other side of the court. 19 seconds remaining.
He is just playing extremely aggressive in this first quarter. And a double dribble there on McCallum.
The first period of play.
27. What do you think, David, the Pioneers need to do going into the second quarter?
Honestly, like I said, so far it's been a fight in the trenches. If Leavenworth really wants to turn the narrative, this is a series that, mind you, the last 3 years have all gone Pioneers' way. This is an opportunity for the Pioneers to change the narrative. They already have in the season that they're 3-0 in a season where last year they had 5 wins overall. Much better start here, but if they want to win this game, they're going to have to win it in the trenches. They have not shown that they're capable of doing that so far, so things need to change. Overall, Pipers just look like a much more physical team in the first quarter, and again, that could get them into foul trouble, especially some of their top performers like McCallum start fouling out, but early on, even if that were to happen, if Leavenworth digs themselves in a hole so deep they can't crawl out of, it might be a long night.
I completely agree. They're playing so aggressive that if those fouls start to get to her later in the game, that could really hurt Piper's team. Shot from McCallop. A few misses there from the Pirates, and it's looking like a jump ball on the court.
Jump ball is called. Possession to the Lady Pioneers.
Ball goes back into Leavenworth possession. Piper's made enough mistakes so far that I feel like the Leavenworth Pioneers definitely could be in this game. They just haven't been able to finish the job. That's been a narrative all night.
That's also the Pioneers' issue there. Their turnovers is really going to mess with them this game.
Definitely sloppy, especially on plays like that.
Substitution by
They got lost count all the time. They definitely need to keep themselves, keep a cool head, and make these passes. They've shown that they can make shots, but their passing game really needs to improve if we want a shot to win this game.
And McCallop again for two.
Pioneer defense has had no answer for Faith McCallop tonight.
It's up her dribble.
McCallop for three, and she bricks it. Scooped up by the Pirates.
And a foul against the Leavenworth Pioneers here.
Leavenworth foul is on number 1.
That's going to be the first foul of the quarter.
Going to the line is Rainey Hollenshed. 2 shots.
Hollenshed makes her first free throw. She makes her second as well.
Just a quick score update. Right now, Leavenworth currently trails the Pirates 24-7 as this another fast break. It is unfortunate how many of these plays have just gone Piper's way. .6:05 left to play in the quarter. Piper leads 24-7.
Foul on the Pirates here. Maya Hewitt straight to the basket. Let's see if she can knock these two down.
Foul is on the shot. Choice to number 24, Hollenshed, her third. Goes to the line is Maya Hewitt. 2 shots. So the game is number 35, Angela Walker. To the game for Leavenworth, number 3, Ellie Walker.
Faith up the court to Benedato. And it's tossed up into the hands of Peyton McIntyre.
That is the kind of play I like to see from these Pioneers.
And Maya Hewitt with the steal getting on the floor.
Jump ball is called. Possession to the Lady Pirates.
Faith McCallum shoots and misses another three. Goes for her rebound, and it's knocked out by Benedato.
So the game is number 23, William Brown, replacing Peyton McIntyre.
This game has just been completely dominated by Piper. If the Pioneers really want to stay in this, some things need to change pretty quickly. That runs the score up to 26-8, 4:37 left to play.
Back into the hands of the Pirates, and it's knocked out of bounds.
For those of you looking to stick around, we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left until the end of the period. Then we'll go into a quick halftime break, and then tonight at 7:30, the Leavenworth boys basketball team, Varsity, they're also taking on the Piper Pirates, coming off a tough loss on Wednesday against Atchison, but they're ready to bounce back. Currently
And their best season since 2013, so definitely in some good company here.
Longer, but it's tossed out of bounds.
Makes you almost look at a cheerleader right there.
Those are the kind of shots we haven't seen McCallum miss too often today.
And
As she bricks it.
Leavenworth shifting possession back down to the other side. Positive contact for Leavenworth draws the foul.
3:51 left to play, 26-8 Piper.
Reverse to foul number 2.
Pioneers have only put up 3 points so far in this corner. Coming into it down with only 5 on the scoreboard, and they have not done much to improve that. Lots of contact on the floor.
Hewitt for three.
Angela Walker. With 3:05 to go, let's see if the Pioneers can capitalize off of it. And another steal from McCallum. Blocked. Pass back up to McCallum.
28-8, currently down by 20 with 2:34 left to play in the second quarter, 2:34 left to play in the half, and 2 more free throws go to the Pirates.
The line is Sadie McCallum. 2 shots.
McCallum misses her first free throw of the night, I believe.
It's wild that she's gone this long before being fouled, considering how much she's had the ball, as that one spills away from her. She's definitely been a key playmaker for the Pirates. Their leading scorer through about 16 minutes of play.
She makes her second. The Pirates still in this full court press here. Knocked out of bounds. Stays in the Pioneers' possession though.
There's definitely going to be some changes made at halftime. Pioneers might still have a little bit of breath right now, but that window is closing fast.
Dallas on the shot. Freshman with the TC first seconds. To the line is Layla Brown. 2 shots.
Resets the play into the paint. And a steal. McCallum for 3, misses that one. Rebounded by the Pirates, but it's knocked out of bounds by McKenna McIntyre.
1:22 left to play in the half.
McKenna McIntyre, being a freshman, has played fairly well this season.
Honestly, I think her performance speaks well enough, but also just the fact that she is one of the key contributors on Varsity her freshman year. Not a lot of players can attest to that.
Checking into the game for Piper is number 12, Jane Whitler. She replaces Angela Walker.
McKenna McIntyre with the D. Excellent defensive play from the Pioneers, and they've showed a lot of that recently, shutting down the Pirates in the last 5 or so minutes. Hopefully that'll give them a little bit of new life going into the second half. 36 seconds remaining.
And this is exactly what I mean when I say that the energy in here can last them a lifetime. They are down, but are still Pirates, I believe.
Foul on the floor. This number 3 is the team's leader, personal foul. Team foul number 4.
2 seconds remaining. Possession goes back to 11 Pioneers.
Continuing number 25, Oliver Eason. Replacing.
For 3.
Honestly, I believe that the Pioneers need to go into halftime and do a lot of reevaluating, the score being 29-11 going into halftime.
And as the varsity boys trot onto the court for warm-ups, we'd like to remind you that coming up immediately after this one at 7:30 Central Time, we will be having an exclusive presentation of the UKC between the Leavenworth Pioneers and the Pirates. Leavenworth trying to continue on a historic season of their own with the boys varsity level. We're going to take a quick break. Monique, thank you for your time, and we will be back in about 8 or so minutes.
Here in Leavenworth, we've got the best music anywhere. Go Pioneers!
What you gotta do, these are already set up. If you just click on that. You can even just hold it and then click the mouse.
And we are back live from Leavenworth, Kansas. Second half tips off in just a second. And Monique, disappointing first half for the Pioneers, but they're still potentially in this one. 29-11 as we go into the second half. And just a reminder, I'm David Kemp alongside Monique Spencer, excuse me. I will be taking over for play-by-play in the second half with Monique being a color analyst. And as we get ready, play will start in the hands of Leavenworth. We flip the court. And we are live. Layla Brown with a three. And that's a good way to start the half. Three-pointer makes it 29-14 Leavenworth. Leavenworth within 15 now. And Piper working their way back down the court. Benedetto goes up for the layup. And a lot of flopping going on there by the Piper Pirates. A good amount of contact.
Jump ball.
And the jump ball goes
Piper basketball.
in the hands of Piper. Number 35, Angela Walker, getting the rebound from the Pirates. Heavy coverage by McIntyre. She gets the steal. Heavy on the fast break. Hewitt slows pace down. Brown gets possession. Brown to Garrison, and that's a steal by the Pirates. And heavy coverage by the Pioneers. Ball goes back in the hands of the Pioneers.
30 seconds.
And this is a pace of play that, frankly, Monique, we just did not see in the first half from the Pioneers.
Not at all. And honestly, I'm glad the Pioneers are coming out with such energy. If they were going to need to hold that energy through the entire third and fourth quarter to pick up this deficit that they have created for themselves.
Clearly there was a lot going on there in the locker room, and I feel like, although they may sound contradictory, Leavenworth has managed to speed this game up and slow it down. What I mean by that is they've managed to slow down their movements, they've managed to slow down the technical stuff, but they're able to move with pace on fast breaks, layups, and overall, we're only 1 minute in, and with the defense that they've shown and their potential to go into the paint and get buckets, this looks like a whole different ball club. A bit of confusion going on with the refs right now. Garrison getting to inbound it. And Hewitt gets possession. Passes back to Garrison. Garrison looking for an opportunity. Brown. Layla Brown surveying the court. Gets a screen. Layla Brown driving towards the rim. And she banks it off the glass. The Leavenworth Pioneers are within 13. 29-16 with 6:46 remaining.
This is the energy the Pioneers needed at the start of the game.
First foul of the half goes against Layla Brown.
Foul on the floor goes against Leavenworth's Layla Brown, her third personal foul.
But I feel like you can't even be too mad at that one.
The game is a mere
Heavy
30.
coverage, that's going to happen sometimes. And again, first half, it felt like they were playing too timid.
Yeah, this quarter they're playing aggressive.
Leavenworth foul. It's McKenna
Tired
McIntyre.
her first. Ryder Gerber to the line. 2 shots.
Gerber at the line. And now it's a 30-16 lead for the Piper Pirates. Breaks it off. Fight with the rebound. Picked up by Walker. Walker to McCallum. McCallum off the glass and brings it up. In the favor of the Pirates. Hewitt working her way down the court. Hewitt looking for an open pass. And a bit of contact from the Pirates. The ball will dribble its way out of play. 32-16 right now, 6:11 remaining in the third quarter of play. Hewitt inbounds to McIntyre. McKenna McIntyre to Nala Walker. Walker back to McIntyre. Ball goes to Graham. Layla Brown, your athlete of the week from last week, as voted by the students. You know she can make stuff happen. Racing up to the glass. Lots of contact and recovered by McIntyre, who lays it up 32-18 with 5:50 remaining. Pace of play moves back onto the Piper side of the court. Working her way towards the rim. Back to McCallum. McCallum directing traffic, being guarded heavily. Now Layla Brown putting some pressure. Ball goes up to the rim. Goes in and out. On the fast break. And lots of contact. And a 30-second timeout for the Piper Pirates. 2 timeouts already called by them in the first 3 minutes of play, Monique. You can tell that they're feeling much more urgency concerning the Pioneers than they were in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the Pirates are tired after the first half. And this is exactly when the Pioneers need to capitalize off of it and flip the script here.
This is a game coming in that we had highlighted on the calendar. History of this franchise. In the last 3 seasons since Piper became an annual opponent, Piper has defeated the Pioneers in 3 consecutive seasons. Leavenworth looking for a chance to flip that script here, and right now, if this team can finish the job, they might have a shot at a comeback. Currently down 16. Piper with possession here, working their way towards the hoop. Faith McCallum, the shot caller for the team. McCallum again, covered heavily by Nala Walker. Pumping to 3. Benedito. Layup. It's 34-18. Maya Hewitt looking to make something happen. Hewitt to Graham. Walker surveying. That one will go off the leg of Hewitt. Walker putting in a lot of effort and kicked out of bounds by Piper. And a little bit of confusion with the refs. They're going to say it's Piper ball. Ball had crossed the boundary line before contact was made by the Pirates. A bit of controversial call maybe, but nonetheless, possession goes back to Piper. McCallum looking to make things happen. McCallum back, step back 3, and it's bricked. Leavenworth looking for a fast break. Walker with possession. That did not sound good. You can feel the murmur from all the way up here in the booth.
Fouls on the floor. Juliana Benedetto.
I will say, while I do like this new energy from the Pioneers, I don't like that number on the scoreboard. 3 fouls to Piper 0. We're not even halfway through the quarter. Make that 4 fouls. Excuse me, a travel. I think it's a Piper and Leavenworth with possession back. 34-18 Pirates. Maya Hewitt looking to make things happen in the full court press. Oh my goodness, a steal. And she hasn't even made it out of her own paint yet. Now it's 36-18. Piper has a double button on the score with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Maya Hewitt charging towards the rim. She goes for the lay. And getting knocked down, she draws a foul. 36-18 with 3:41 remaining. Lots of energy. Monique, they really got to keep this one going.
Yeah, Maya Hewitt needs to make these free throws, and they need to play just a little bit more aggressive like they did when they first started out this quarter.
Definitely on a hot streak right now. Hewitt makes the free throw. Cool as a cucumber there as she drops that one in. 3:41 remaining on the clock. Hewitt again. And and it's in. 36-20 with 3:41 remaining. Piper shifting possession to the opposite end. Gerber to McCullough. And the Leavenworth Pioneers have had no answer to Faith McCallum here tonight. She has dominated them. And again, when you're dropping threes and then putting pressure in an enemy's own side of the court, it's really hard to get anything going. Even when Leavenworth has seemed to have a bit of a momentum shift, it doesn't last for long. Brown sinks the field goal from short range, 39-22. 2:56 left on the clock. Working her way in the paint. McCallum back to Walker. Riley Gerber. Walker. Walker looking for a target, can't find it. Layla Brown looking to make things happen. Ball to Graham, step back three, and it's off. And you can just not kill these Pioneers. 39-24 with 2:24 left to play. This is a team that was down 24 at one point and has come all the way back within 15. And 15 may seem like a big number, but on Wednesday night, if you were watching the boys again, you know they came back from down 24-9 and was able to bring themselves all the way back within one before that game ultimately ended in the favor of
To the line is Lydia
money
Hart.
just can't be done. And Pioneer teams have prided themselves on making comebacks before. This is a team that never quits. As this shot goes up, and it's in for Nia Holland. 40-24. Piper currently holding into a 16-point lead with 2:13 to play in the third quarter. Holland shed for her second free throw. And that one goes in and out of the rim. McIntyre to Brown as possession shifts back into the Pioneer hands. Onto the court now is Peyton McIntyre, and you know Peyton and McKenna have got to have a lot of chemistry, two sisters on the court. And jump ball goes into the hands of Leavenworth. 2 fouls so far in the period for Piper, as opposed to Leavenworth's 4. And currently Piper has a bonus in place, so the foul game is something that Leavenworth definitely needs to be wary of. Hewitt inbounds to Brown, and we are back underway. McIntyre. Graham for 3, and she drains it. Wide open 3, and that is why you can't leave anybody on this team open. Everyone on this Leavenworth lineup is making things happen. As Maya Hewitt working her way back. McIntyre, physical. The 6-foot-tall McIntyre just undershoots it. But now Leavenworth is within 13. This is the closest that they've been since the first quarter. Benedito covered heavily, double team, and that's a block! Maya Hewitt with the swat. My goodness, 1:10 remaining in the quarter.
It's really 20 to face McCallum. It's 11. It's number 2, McKenna
McKenna comes into the game as Layla Brown makes her way back to the bench. Just a reminder that here in a little under an hour, the Leavenworth boys varsity team will be taking on the Piper Pirates. And this is a matchup that you do not want to miss. Two top UKC powers, Leavenworth looking to avenge a Wednesday night's loss. And playing on home court is definitely something that they've done well this season. Inbounding for Piper is number 3, Izzy Teasley, the senior. She's a sophomore. Rattles out. Hewitt. The press leaves a lot of holes in the backcourt, and good effort from the Pioneers. Oh my goodness, she got him behind. What a steal from McKenna McCann. McCann going towards the hoop. And she gets swatted away right before she goes up. But possession is back in the hands of the Pioneers, and this place is bopping. 48.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and lots of energy from the Pioneer faithful here. Hewitt inbounding. Peyton McIntyre. McIntyre to Graham. Back to McIntyre. And she's looking to make things happen. Ball goes to Hewitt. 37 seconds left in the quarter. Forcing her way upwards. Graham, this one goes to McKenna McIntyre, to her sister, and that one looks like it'll go out of play. And McKenna McCann back with it. Oh my goodness! This place is erupting! 15 seconds left to play in the quarter. Faith McCallum looking to make it happen! I've never heard this building so loud. 11 seconds left to play. Maya Hewitt, and if you look on the court, number 2 for the Pioneers. Probably the smallest player on the court right now, but McKenna McCann, a late substitution, has put so much effort into this with several key steals. And again, you can tell from the moment she's come on that this stadium, the feelings have shifted among the fans. Faith McCallum looking to take another free throw. She's been the star of the show for the Pirates, but lately this Pirates defense has had no answer towards Pioneer. This is good. 11 seconds left to play. And timeout called by the Pioneers.
Substitution number 23, Leavenworth back into the game. Replacing Peyton McIntyre.
Kenna McCann inbounding. Heavy coverage from Piper sends the ball back out of play. Possession shifts for the Pioneers. Headed down court with 11 seconds. Ball goes with Layla Brown trying to make it. Layla Brown, work your way to the net. And McIntyre! McKenna McIntyre. And as the clock hits zeros, we have 8 minutes remaining. And the Pioneers have come within 11. This is a game that not too long ago the Pioneers were trailing by 24. We are going to take a quick break. And Monique, we have a ball game here.
We sure do.
What a performance from the Pioneers to come back. Down by double digits at the half. They have come all the way back within 11. We will be right back. And as we rejoin you, I'm David Kemp alongside Monique Spencer. And we are back for 8 more minutes to play. The Pioneers have come back from a large deficit. McKenna McCann starts us off here. Ball goes inside to Brown, goes up for the lay. It's in and out. Almost had that one. And Faith McCallum, I feel they just can't get her off the court. McKenna McIntyre. Intercepted, back to McCallum. McCallum goes up. Maya Hewitt looking to work her way down the court. Layla Brown. Brown to Graham. Excuse me, McCann. Layla Brown. Back to Maya Hewitt. Hewitt to Graham. Graham to McCann. McCann stumbles a little bit but keeps possession. Faith McCallum putting hard pressure. Step back 3 from Graham. Almost had that one. And now the Pioneers are taking a page out of Piper's playbook. Full court press. Maya Hewitt almost getting the steal there. Faith McCallum trying to make things happen. 7 minutes on the clock. 42-31 Pirates. Kansas City Piper is looking to make a statement here, but the Pioneers are trying to make a comeback. For three, and she elbows it right over the net. Pioneers look like they're starting to get tired. McCann, McIntyre, and Graham down the court. Layla Brown looking to make some traffic. Ball goes to McIntyre, to Brown. Layla Brown. Taken away by the Pirates. And going to
Like you said, the Pioneers are starting too tired. This is the need to make good substitutions.
several key pieces on the bench right now. Most notably, Captain Nala Walker, along with Ellie Lovejoy and some other, and Emerson Allen. Lots of players that they've relied on shortly throughout the game. As we speak, it appears that they're sending in Nala Walker right now. Fresh legs. 5:51 remaining, currently trailing by 15. 46-31 Piper. Monique, if we had seen this version of the Pioneers from the very first tip-off, this might have been a different game. Right now, though, things are looking dire. It's not over yet, though.
Yeah, the Pioneers need to come back with that exact same energy that they had in the end of the third. And if they can keep that going for the next 5 minutes or so, they can steal this game.
.551 remaining. Leavenworth with the timeout. Another interesting thing to note about this game so far, no fouls committed by either side in the fourth quarter. So even though there's been a lot of tension, a clean game. LV headed back onto the court. The ball will be in the hands of Leavenworth. Inbounding will be Amira Graham, the sophomore. And Graham gets us started with a pass from the field. 5:50 remaining. Walker, a fresh substitution. And Layla Brown driving to the net. Nobody stopping this 46-33 as the Pioneers get back within 13. Faith McCallum goes up, and here she has drawn a foul, but the lay does not fall.
That was off the shot. He's number one here.
First foul of the quarter for the Pioneers. 5:59 on the clock. And McCallum banks the first one off the front of the rim. Comes out and unable to capitalize. Gets one more free throw. And Leavenworth has several taller players ready to rebound the second half. Layla Brown gets a screen from Walker. Piper still with the full court press and trying to be opportunistic. Brown lobs one just over the head of Amira Graham. She was home free to the rim if she was able to haul it in. Not able to maintain control though. McCallum. This one goes to Benedetto. Benedetto making something happen with her handles. Ball goes back to McCallum. Pump fake, drives to the rim. Triple team. Can't get it to fall. And a bit too much physicality in the eyes of the ref. Number 34, McKenna McIntyre with her third foul of the game. Ball in the hands of Riley Gerber. And the first one hits rim, backboard rim, but does not fall in. And with her second shot, trying to extend the lead to 15. 5:01 remaining. This one goes in and stays. 38-33 Pirates. Brown around the corner. Looking for a shot. Passes across full court. Amira Graham for three. And that one was almost in. And Hollenshed unable to make things happen. Possession goes back in the hands of the Pioneers.
Foul the shot by Hewitt, your fourth personal foul.
It appears that
To the line is going to be
this
Holland
was actually a
Shea.
foul.
2
And
shots.
Maya Hewitt is going to need to be careful from here on out. She is one foul away from fouling out of this game. 4:44 left on the clock. And Monique losing Hewitt would be a huge blow to the Pioneers. The top performance so far.
In the fourth quarter, they really struggled with their fouls. Especially players like Brown. Hopefully they can keep the momentum. The same aggression in those matches.
Oh, and as we speak, McKenna McIntyre finds it in the backcourt, takes it to the paint, off the glass, and in. 49-35 Pioneers. 4:29 left to play. That one goes out of play, back in the hands of Leavenworth. 4:24, Pioneer ball. Inbounding is Graham. Graham to Brown. Player to watch down court as Brown works her way up. Goes up for the lay. Hoping to draw a foul. Definitely what I would consider to be a missed call by the ref. Instead, possession goes back to the Pirates. Lots of pressure in the paint. McCallum fighting for it. Takes it out of bounds. Possession goes back and then hands to the Pioneers.
That's exactly what I'm talking about here. The foul.
They're going to call a jump ball on the Pirates.
You can noticeably see the Pioneers are playing it safe right there. Now Walker staying straight up and not even fighting for that ball. Just shows that they know the situation they're in. And they're trying to stay out.
3:55. And while this rejuvenated lineup has definitely seen some improvement, time is not on our side. 51-35 Pirates. To Brown. Brown trying to make things happen. Getting double teamed in her own arc. And gets tackled by Faith McCallum. And noticeably frustrated for a good reason.
The jump ball that one is. Former Pioneer Andrew Walker gets on the board for that one.
Maybe a little bit of bad blood here from the recent transfer. Maya Hewitt to Brown. Brown looking to make things happen. Step back three, and that one rattles around the rim but does not fall. Number 20, Faith McCallum. McCallum looking to make some things happen. Back around the half court. Shot clock at 20. Definitely not in any hurry to get this ball over. 16-point lead, trying to hold on to it. Working her way up to the rim. And McCallum making things happen again. Steals the inbounded ball. Throws it at the feet of Brown, and possession goes back to Piper on a play in Leavenworth's own territory. Monique, they just cannot get anything going, and that's mainly in part to the contributions of Faith McCallum.
Looking to continue her speed.
Still wasting the clock. 14 on the shot clock, 2:18 on the game clock. Pioneers trail 53-35. Working her way in and travel, sends the ball back into the Pioneers. And while they had a little bit of hope coming into the quarter, only down 11, they now trail by 18 as Piper has extended this game. Here's the play for
Walker.
Inbounding. Walker setting up. Layla Brown goes for three, and it bounces off the rim twice before landing outside of the rim. Not able to get it to fall. Faith McCallum walks all the way back to half court. Works her way back up to the rim. And Piper takes a 20-point lead. And Monique, as much as I hate to say it, this game might be as good as it was for my Pioneers.
Yeah, unfortunately, 49 left on the clock.
1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. Make that 56-45. Piper takes a 20-point lead on the free throw. Brown, Hewitt, Noah Walker, Maya Hewitt, step back three, and she goes. What? By the sophomore. And now Faith McCallum at the half court line. 1:23 left to play, 24 seconds on the shot clock. She could realistically drain this clock to under a minute with the time she has. The Pioneers seem to be in this clock right now. No hard press. This one, a shot. And now it is a 20-point game for Piper. Cheerleaders take their way back out. We have 1 minute on the dot left on the clock in the fourth period of play. Piper with the bonus. And Monique, we've talked about it all game. Fouls. If you look up on that scoreboard, in the fourth quarter of play, Leavenworth has committed 4. They have currently given the bonus to Piper, and Piper, staying composed, not wanting to rush things, has not committed a single foul in this quarter. You think about it, coming into this quarter down 11, if things had gone the other way, Piper has taken a 10-point advantage in this quarter. If things had gone the other way, this deficit would only be 1 with a minute left to play.
Exactly. These Pioneers have, in the second half, what seems to be playing as hard as they could. I think that first half they really set them back, and unfortunately they weren't able to get out of that deficit.
I think a big key for me here was watching the way they adjusted at halftime as far as reacting to the full court press. Piper, a very aggressive team on defense as Brown drives up to the net, throws in the layup, makes it a 18-point game, 58-40. But in the first quarter, they had a lot of struggles getting past that full court press, getting even just across the half-court line, which is something you're not accustomed to seeing in the first half. But the halftime adjustments they made were just too late. It looked really good, but our striker ran out of steam. As McPherson tries to make things happen, passes it to Teasley. Teasley to Vendetta. Back to Teasley. Number 54, Bryce Gerber. And ball is back to Hewitt. 7 seconds remaining. One last shot. Bounces off the rim. Brown at the buzzer. Clock hits zeros. And that is your ball game, folks. Final score, your Leavenworth Pioneers 40, the Kansas City Piper Pirates 58. Monique, we did witness a defeat, but some encouraging things in that game, especially in the third quarter, correct?
Yeah, the third quarter they really came out and played extremely hard. And David, considering this is such a young team, they have honestly come out on top. I mean, this team, though they lost, they have come back and truly showed that no matter how hard the circumstances get, they can still compete.
This was definitely a prove yourself game for the Pioneers, and while they didn't end up with the win, they definitely showed that they can hang with some of the upper teams in the UKC And in the end, despite the numbers on the scoreboard, as you pointed out, this is an extremely young team. I cannot remember the last time I've seen a varsity roster in any sport without a single senior on the squad. So every single player on this team will hopefully come back next year thirsty for more. We thank you for joining us here. Final score, Piper 58, Leavenworth 40. Don't go anywhere. This stream will end, but in about 15 to 20 minutes, we have a 7:30 prime time showdown, Friday night hoops between the boys Varsity Pioneers and the Piper Pirates. So long and good night.